Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. This is Omar Abdul Malik, physician assistant, a health educator. For those of you all who may not be familiar with me. So there's a lot going on in the world today. All these with the prosecution of the guy that killed Mr. Floyd. There's other shootings, there's mass shootings, protests all over the country and the world. And on top of it, we've got this COVID-19 with which we are dealing, and I thought would be over by now. I thought I'd be back to running marathons. Yeah, virtual marathons aren't the same thing to me. Anyway, it is Ramadan. For those of you all that are observing it, Ramadan Mubarak. Happy Ramadan to you. One of the things that I try to do during this month is obviously pray and fast. That's the CM. But I read Quran. It's the holy book of the Muslims. But I try to maintain my fitness regimen. And I'm getting up in age now. I'm in my 50s. So I'm trying to keep it together, as it were. Yeah, it took me a long time to develop a fitness regimen that worked for me. And I don't want to drop it for 30 days. Because I think it's going to be very hard to restart it. In his book, Stephen Covey, it's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He talks about how hard it is to start a good habit, and it's how easy it is to break it also. So working out's a good habit. Now, I work out because it helps me not just stay in shape, but deal with stress. I'm a hospital's physician assistant, which has a very high potential for burnout. Just dealing with patients, especially now with COVID. Everybody's on edge. We've kind of acclimated to it, but still, there's still issues. You got family members and other staff that you're trying to navigate around. And being a PA is a leadership position, which comes with it, some privileges, but also some accountability and it's stress. So I work out to deal with it. I modify my fitness routine during Ramadan. So, like today, today's Wednesday. So Wednesday is my 11-mile run, but I'm not going to run 11 miles. I'll run. Right now, I'm at the tail end of a 6.5-mile run, and it's before Fajr. So the rule for us fasting is that we have to start our fast before Fajr, which is our morning prayer, so pre-dawn, and then there's no food, no drink, no food or any type of fluid, and no, I'll say, relations with your spouse. So you're trying to control yourself. You're supposed to also try to control your temper, which I still have to work at, and control your tongue from things like backbiting and just heedless speech, profanity and things like that. And I have to work at that too. But back to my fitness routine. I run less and I run slower, and I also make sure I've got my water with me. So, like I said, I'm doing 6.5 miles today instead of my usual 11 on Wednesday. And Sunday, instead of doing 14 miles, I'll probably maybe just do like 7. And then I do it before dawn, before the dawn prayer. So it's about 4:30. So I gotta finish this run, go get something to eat. Our last meal is called sahur. So you can take whatever you want. I usually do like a protein smoothie with high carbs and lots of glucose, lots of sugar. I do a multivitamin. So I just try to keep my energy up throughout the day, because my work days are very busy. And then at the end of the day, we have a meal called iftar, and that right now comes around 7:45 when the sun goes down, sunset. And then you're encouraged not to gorge yourself. The idea isn't to gorge yourself with food. Oh, I gotta compensate for not eating. We're very fortunate in the U.S. that we have an abundance of food. Even if you go through periods of hardship, like I went through. I was unemployed at one time. I had an EBT card. I didn't know what that was. It's food stamps. But we ate very well. My family and I did. Alhamdulillah. Thank God that was temporary. But the idea for this month is to try to exercise more self-control than usual over yourself. We can't do anything, not a whole lot, we could do about some of the things, some of the ills that we're seeing in society and in the world. You address them to the best of your ability, within reason. But you could certainly do something about yourself. You could discipline yourself, control your actions, what you put into your body to a certain extent, and how you think. So that's it for now. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you want to become a physician assistant like me, you can reach me on Instagram. I'll put my link in the description and an email and my website. It's a great career. I've been doing it for 20 years. Did my undergraduate at UDC, BS in biology, did a BS in PA at Howard University, and my master's at University of Nebraska. Specialization in infectious disease, and I got a doctorate in health education. So it all comes together very nicely. It's a lot of fun. I love being a PA. You get well compensated for it, and I would say to a larger degree, appreciate it. You get to be part of the solution of a lot of the ills that we see in society. Okay, guys. Well, take care. Peace. Stop.